My name's Ruth Walker and I'm Subject Leader of History here at St Gregory's. We believe that it's really important for students to have a strong sense of where we have come from in order to make good decisions about where we go next, politically, economically and socially. History is a subject that really captures children's imaginations. They love to know what life was like for people in past societies, what food they ate, what music they listened to, what they did in their leisure time, what battle was like, how medical problems were treated and so on. We're not afraid of dealing with the gore and guts, but we also make sure that through their study of Britain and our interactions with other nations from the Iron Age to the Cold War, students are able to develop the skills that are essential for success in study further up the school. With that in mind, we really focus on students' ability to write excellent answers from the earliest stage. Using support and scaffolding where needed, we set the challenge high and require students to answer questions in the style of some of those on a GCSE paper, while using the knowledge and understanding they gain in each year between Year 7 and Year 9. Students will acquire that knowledge through guided and shared reading tasks in class, which helps develop oracy, literacy and the gathering of key vocabulary. They then apply that knowledge to their written answers. Homework in history will usually be in the form of creating a revision resource around the material covered in class, or using that resource and the work in their exercise book to revise for a test. These tests are low stakes and do not count towards any end of year grade, but they do enable us as teachers to see where students have secured knowledge and where they need to receive more input. Parents often ask what's the best thing they can do to help their students to do well in history. We tell them two things. Firstly, students need to read as much as they can. This doesn't mean reading through hundreds of pages of history books, although if they want to, then that's great. But if students read texts that challenge them and move them slightly beyond their comfort zone in terms of the language that is used, then they will acquire the rich vocabulary that they need to be able to communicate their ideas effectively. Secondly, as we're not able to take students out of school on a regular basis to go and visit sites of historic interest, we ask that if possible, parents take their young people to a castle, a medieval cathedral, an Elizabethan stately home and so on, so that they can start to understand in a more immersive way what life was like for people in the time periods that they study. We're really looking forward to welcoming your young person to St Gregory's and helping them to find out more about the complexities and fascinations of the past.